Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised. Today, are you gonna please take it away?
No, you put me on the spot. It ruined the magic. But if you ever want it, just let me know.
I mean, I'm all about it.
Make it easy, like Beecher's cheese.
Nice. I love the
Beecher's
segue.
Cheese.
Beecher's cheese, you say? Maybe.
Beecher's cheese. They don't sponsor us yet,
But they could
and should.
I'm like staring at somebody on the prompter right here because she looks like she's about to say something. Yes, maybe.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Hey!
What does that have to do with Beecher's Cheese?
It doesn't have to do anything with Beecher's cheese except you can have some tonight for St. Patrick's Day.
You can make beer cheese tonight if you have some Beecher's cheese.
True.
Don't be disgusting.
Guinness beer cheese
staple
is
of the Irish diet.
It's true. It is true.
Sorry, as a former server, I have different opinions about beer cheese soup and anything else beer cheese. So
I don't know.
Seeing
No.
as-
Yeah.
had that in my hair, in my shoes, in my clothes.
You're supposed to
Pretty
eat
sad
it,
in
not
it.
put it everywhere else.
we don't kink shame on this channel. It's kind of our thing.
It's true.
It's like whenever the kids were toddlers, I'd be like, it goes in your mouth, not on your face.
I feel like you were the one putting it on their faces for some reason.
Accurate.
See, you're learning new things about everybody at all times tonight. Hello, everyone.
it's true.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome to Angel City Stories, where we play Identico. For you lovely folks, tonight my name is Mallo O'Rourke, and I'll be your GM and your host for the show. Welcome in. I hope you have your Guinness. I hope you have all of your cocktails and everything, if you are of age.
Can't say that. Terms of service.
Yeah, I can.
You said cock.
Tails, as in drinks. Or chickens.
Do you think the algorithm's that smart?
No.
Listen now, wee one, to the tail of the cock.
Cockney accent.
You caught me
come on.
accent.
They put music over Metallica's own stream. So
Yeah, they had to do that. That's the worst part, is that they did that on purpose.
And you know, if I wasn't here, I would be listening to the Dropkick Murphy stream right now.
Also true.
So I
Also
just
true.
want you to know how much I love all of you viewers, because I'm not watching that right now.
Can we just do a watch along?
We could. We
ahead.
could just cancel the show tonight and do a watch along. You guys go fire it up. We'll fire it up. We'll have a reaction in real time.
Just have it be the soundtrack.
Compromise. We play, but Muffin plays the audio from the stream over her PA the whole time.
Goodness. All right. Well, welcome
Find
in.
Liz's wooden leg.
Welcome in to our St. Patrick's Day show. I'd like to introduce these fine people who are already on a tangent tonight.
All right.
That doesn't count.
I mean, the intro, maybe. I don't know. Oh, no. It's already... Somebody's already done... So everybody's already tagged and it counts now.
It's official.
It's official.
But how are we at 12? How are we at 12?
It's just it's a carryover. It doesn't reset.
You know what? I want to talk to the judges about that.
You want to recount? You want to file some cases in the Supreme Court?
Yeah.
make sure you spell names right at least once.
Yeah. Gonna need you to do that.
It's like a Bloodborne death.
I want
Yeah.
want reset for tangents.
Goodness. As I was saying, to my direct left, she's the beast of Belfast. It's Cassie playing Catassie.
You guys getting to be here now, watching all of this magic happen, that's the real luck of the Irish. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Tuba Northwest. He's the old man sitting at the bowl with a point. It's Alex playing Titus Alston.
The other way you know I love you, viewers, is that it's St. Patrick's Day and I'm not drunk yet because I'm here with you.
That we know of.
No, I haven't had that much yet. Give me time.
You could be secret drunk with your second liver.
Yeah. Don't worry. Give it to the break. It'll be fine.
Are you implying the Irish people have two livers?
Yes, we're like the Doctor. Instead of having two
They're
hearts, we have
Time
two livers. Yeah.
But wait, because I'm only half Irish, then I'm back to 1.
What's 1.5?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's a half. This is science. This is how it works. This is biology. This is your educational moment of the podcast.
We learned that in college in previous episodes.
This is true, actually. Tubador North! She is the fair lady of Dublin Town. It's the wildling playing Eve.
Pinch me and I'll punch you because I'm Scottish, not Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
2 by Northeast. I had already prepared this because I knew he was gonna do some bullshit. He's a demented little leprechaun. It's Joe playing Muffins and Grifter.
Who's drinking apple juice?
All I gotta say is the Irish are still around. The Vikings, though, they're not.
They are.
They're all in purgatory in Valheim.
Are you implying that the Swedish and the Danish and the Norwegians don't exist anymore?
No, the Swedish make fantastic cars. I have one. 2
Yeah.
by direct right. He is the bangers to our mash. It's Pete playing Buddy Boy.
Well, since that's the intro you did, nuts to butts. Nuts to butts.
Motherfuckers.
Yep.
Bang and mash you.
Goodness. All right, welcome in tonight. A couple of announcements to get us going from the beginning. As you know, we have the point system on this game down below. For some reason, I don't know why it's not coming up. I'll see what happened in between in a second. But we have a laundry list of rewards that we can be using right now. It's quite lengthy. There it goes. So if you have channel points for watching the show, put them down below because that will allow us to do re-rolls, or for myself, it will allow me to roll on a random chaos table, which is fantastic. I love rolling on a random chaos table. Use those, but with great responsibility comes great power. So what we need you to do is tweet about us, leave a comment on YouTube, like, subscribe, 5-star review on iTunes. That's all we're asking. We're not asking for money. Okay, now I'm asking for money because at www.playidentico.com, you can find the rule book, you can find the merch, you can find all sorts of good stuff, including this handy little piece of merchandise that we released last week. It's an Akira-inspired Angel City Story poster. Yeah, featuring our one and only Bunny Boy. So check that out, angelcitystories.com. I'm sorry, playidentico.com. Also, angelcitystories.com. I think can work. We'll have to go back and look. But playidentico.com for all of your merchandise and fun needs. We're doing the test prints of those this week. We'll send out all the pre-orders as they come up here very soon. So you can also find us on Amazon. In Defiance of Chaos. That's our short story book. It kind of sets up a little bit of this world as we kind of have here. As well as Drive Through RPG if you want to find a lot of the adventures and source material and other pieces that we talk about in the game. Go check it out right there. And that's the end of my pitch, except for, hold on, new stuff up on YouTube as of today. We had a one-shot that we have split up into 3 episodes because it was a very long one-shot. The first episode of that, called Deep in the Heart of Texas, came out today on YouTube. Go check it out. You can find the link to the YouTube in the chat. as well as link down below in the show notes if you're looking at us on YouTube or on podcast. So,
Ooh, somebody already watched.
somebody's already watched it. Bless you. Bless you, my child. I hope you like it. We have 2 more episodes of that little mini arc coming out so over the next couple weeks. So
You will
That
learn
one's gonna be
more
fun.
about Hades,
yes,
which is important.
yes.
There's backstory for Hades in there.
Yep. You learn how Hades
It's in-
became who he is.
It's in Texas?
It's in Texas. Yep.
Wow.
They go
You
to
did a
Texas
Okay.
Why would you
did
do
a whole
that?
one shot about Texas?
because I'm Mead as GM.
Yep.
Oh.
It's true. I was not jamming that one.
Alex is GMing.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
So I sent them to hell.
Yep. Hades went to hell.
Texas.
And no spoilers what happens next. Shenanigans, though. I will say that.
Cyberpunk.
Shenanigans happens after that.
Someone falls in love.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a love angle. Yeah. Yeah. Angel City Stories is not the only place that there's a love angle, apparently.
There's a lot of good things that happen. Someone
Yep.
falls in love. It's kind of beautiful and touching.
Anywhere I go with Muffins is a long love angle.
I mean, cool. I'm good with that, I guess.
Obtuse at most.
Obtuse Brute.
Don't you mean acute?
No,
No,
you're.
that's me.
Yeah. Yes.
I second that emotion.
Jumping in. I love to see it. I love to see it. All right. Any other announcements? I think we've covered everything. Got the new merch, got the new videos, more stuff coming that we will announce very soon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That we talked about a little bit behind the scenes in the pre-show. If one of these new, we're gonna actually, all right, I will always say that one of them is going to be a new live play. And if you're a member of the Discord, everybody got excited when we talked about this the other day. So if you're not a member of the Discord, go down there, join, check it out. It's linked in our descriptions and everything like that because more shenanigans happens there. And it's quite a fun place to come and hang out. So come say hello. The whole cast is there. And we love to chat with people. So
Tis a silly place.
it is. It is. But it's also a good place. It's a fun community there. All right. Getting into the show tonight. Recap the last couple of episodes here for you. The team was on the trail to figure out who blew up their dorm and attacked their mutual friend and buddy boy's girlfriend, Sarah Jane. Along the way, they decided to start a workers' riot downtown. And that happened. As part of that workers' riot, Muffins got involved, so of course it got out of hand. Nothing. Stone cold face on that reaction. He knows.
I didn't do nothing.
The group eventually made their way away from the riot. They dispersed. They stole a benevolent van and drove it back to Zydarian, aka Daddy Z, aka Zaddy's compound in the hills of Angel City. And they spent a part of last show dismantling it, and Catassie is now setting up a new base of operations. We don't know the whereabouts of a yarn wall yet, but it's getting a lot of the equipment and things like that from the benevolent truck and making her own little space there. Meanwhile, Muffins got redecorated thanks to Eve, who is now becoming Muffins' personal doctor at this point, with some fun and fancy upgrades that I feel sure we'll talk about in the show tonight. And finally, rounding out the cast for this particular one, Titus ended up at a cyberdock because it was his idea to start the workers' riot, and he paid for it in flesh. And so he got upgraded a little bit from a local cyberdock in the fringes. But as he was coming out of surgery, witnessed that benevolent soldiers were starting to take a little revenge against some of the people that started the riot. and he and the doctor that was working on him and his nurse escaped. And right as Titus was about to be apprehended by Benevolent, he was saved by his newfound friend Rico Garcia. And as he was making a getaway with Rico and friends, he realized that there were members of other gangs with him in the van. And so that is where we're going to pick up this story. So Titus, you are in the back of essentially a box van. It's very, stale on the inside of it. It's open. And inside of this, you have Rico, who is holding the machine gun that you gave him, the rifle that you gave him at the riot still.
Yay.
And he is surrounded by members of the Ruby Riots, then the Long Beach Hooligans, and at least one person from the Third Eye that you remember seeing that you put up against a wall at some point in time during this adventure. And they are all in the back of this essentially small white van, making their way away from downtown, speeding fast, and they're going down. And Rico just kind of looks at...
I tried. I couldn't hold it in. Sorry. Continue. Just edit that out. It's fine.
We'll get it in post.
And so Rico looks at you and Titus, and he goes, "Esse! I'm glad I found you, man.
What's up? What's the latest?
Man, you've been out for a little while. They coming at us hard, brother."
So it's time to hit him back.
And see, and at this point, when you say that, he turns to a couple of his compatriots from the other gangs, and he just kind of slaps down. And he's like, "See, this is why we went and we risked it for him, because this man right here is got it. He's helping us organize." And he says, "All right, we're gonna take it back to the hacienda. We're going back to the hacienda. We're gonna talk about this." And they cut through a few streets, and you notice that this was one of the work vans that was there, during the usual sort of peace, right? And
Sure.
It weaves back through the streets, and you guys end up in the fringe. So you leave the second layer, you leave downtown, you're back in the fringes where, it's a little bit more run down. It's a little bit, dingier and things. And they pull into a very small 2-story apartment building. And it's one of those ones that has like the parking under the first floor, and then you kind of like be able to get up and go to where everything's at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get out very carefully, kind of peer around. And Rico just kind of gives you a little bit of a wave to kind of say, follow, come on. And as you walk in to this room, it is the stereotypical old living room. It's got really worn down shag carpet. It's got Our Lady of Guadalajara candles all over the place. It's got a couch that has plastic still on it. Like, the rocking chair looks to be about 50 years old, maybe more.
You're saying it's my cousin's house.
Pretty much. Like, for all we know, this could be Cousin Rico. Like it's GTA. So, you walk in, and other than those kind of pieces, out on the kitchen table is a very rough map of Angel City. And there are different pieces and parts circled. And as you kind of take a look at it, give me an underground check. Let's see what you perceive out of this.
Okay. I'm also going to turn on my watcher.
Mm-hmm. You want to start recording?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Underground 15 plus 7, 22.
Okay. By the amount of time and the context that you have at the police department, they are roughly circling all of the places that these gangs tend to be known for. So you've got, the Long Beach Hooligans, obviously in Long Beach. in that area. You've got, the Ruby riots are a little bit more north. No, I'm sorry. The Ruby riots are more south towards San Diego. You've got the Third Eye is still kind of north-ish. That's the most erratic one that you can tell because...
Shocking.
Right? And then sort of like the East Side Familia is around that, like, east of Anaheim kind of area in a lot of ways. All right. So they've got these disparate pockets throughout the megaplex. And what Rico says as you kind of walk over, he starts pointing at the different places and he goes, this is the pockets, man. This is what we have to work with. We got to figure out how to cut off what just happened and build in something for us. We outnumber them, but we just have to mobilize the people in these areas. And the Rubies, the Familia, the Long Beach Boys, like, as we all left the riot, we were all running in the same direction, man. And like, there was a moment that we all ran in the same direction. And then Luis, and he points over to the guy that was driving, and he's like, and Luis, pull up. And so we just got in the van. All these different people, like, I've been familiar till I die. I grew up in that street. And then we all in the same van running for our lives. So we came back here, and Abuela not home. She's off visiting family, thankfully. And so we sat down and said, this is our only shot. We didn't start this shit. They gonna come after us.
Yep.
And not 4 hours later, they're coming after us. But I think you started something here that I think we could finish. And I don't know, man. Like, we got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been living. He's like, look around, man. We've been living dirt poor all our entire lives. Sitting there putting up fucking chrome ass towers and shit. There's ways that we could, like, better ourselves. And I'm not saying violence is over silence.
And they have you being the ones that build the chrome ass towers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can we bring them down?
They're not letting you in.
No, man. We ain't letting the Chico like me in. Come on. Not unless I'm wearing scrubs or a painter's fucking, overalls or some shit. Like, right. We know that. So what do you say, man?
I'm down.
You in?
Yeah.
All right.
Question is everybody gonna follow? Because here's the thing. They have the money, they got the manpower, and they got the structure. And so the thing that you got to remember is they're going to keep hitting you back, and you've got to be ready to counterpunch every time. Because at the end of the day, somebody's going to hit the mat, and it's just a matter of whether it's you or them.
The woman she's dressed in, she's got jeans on, and the jeans are black and they're ripped at the knees, and one leg, it goes all the way down, and then one leg kind of cuts off above the knee, so it's only like one leg worth of jeans. Combat boots that are studded. She's got a kind of a halter top with a big kind of like combat vest over her, and she's wearing almost like a tank commander's hat, like one of those, like, you know those the penis kind of shape helmet. I don't know what else to call it.
There's actually a common term in the military that I'll tell you during the break for those, but it would definitely violate terms of service.
Okay, fair enough. But you know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
dirty.
Yeah. And she's wearing one of those.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. And she kind of looks at it and she goes, see, that's where I believe that we might be able to help. and she comes in and is starting to point out to the different pockets. She says, all out offensive isn't going to work.
No.
It's not going to work. So we have to hit them when and where they are vulnerable. We hit the towers. We make safe areas for people. We got to win hearts and minds as much as we have to win in the streets. Like, we can formalize an army, but it has to be for defense.
Yeah.
Like, we're not just going to run up. They'll roll out robs at us all day.
That's what I'm saying. You got to fortify your neighborhoods.
Yeah. So that's what we need to do.
Direct.
We got to figure that out. We got to figure out the ways. You know, the cyber doc that we pulled you from, like, that's a close friend of mine from way back in the day. We went to high school. Like, that's the only way that we're going to be able to get this. So we need somebody who can help us gather. We need somebody who can help us get some information. We need some people who can help us connect the neighborhoods together, because as she points to the map again, she's like, we're kind of spread out. Like, it's not like we can make a no-fly zone in the middle of the city or anything like that. Like, we got to come up at this from all angles. What can you help us do?
Well, first off, I'm going to make a couple phone calls, because I'm going to call the guy that hates Benevolent more than anybody else on this planet.
Okay.
He's one of the best wet work operatives I've ever seen. He's a good fixer, and he hates Benevolent more than anyone.
Ruby kind of looks over at a couple of the hooligan guys, and they just kind of like shrug. They're like, okay.
So I'm going to call him. He's going to be, let's call him a facilitator. He knows how to find resources.
Like supplies and everything, or like we talking like
souls, hard souls.
She kind of like wipes her hair out of her face, and she kind of looks at you and she goes, that's a start. That's a start.
Okay. The next thing you got to do is make sure you're all moving in the same direction. So you got to decide who's going to be in the know, who's not going to be in the know, and who's going to be making decisions. Okay? And you got to be careful about who you put in the know, because I know you all been around the block, and if you're not careful, you're going to find that guy who'll turn state's evidence. Okay? The cops are bought and paid for by the corpse, and they're going to be coming too. And I know you've had guys turn states on you before.
The third eye guy kind of chuckles. He's like, I don't know what that means, but I think we killed those guys, don't we? And he kind of like bounces up and down really excitedly.
That's generally the idea.
He very energetically raises his hand. He goes, I want to do that.
I go, but by the way, do you happen to know a guy? And then I give him a description of Blizz.
He's like,
he's got an arm for a leg.
Oh yeah.
Hog.
Yeah. We ran back in Chicago together.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay.
We're acquainted. He and I.
Oh, he's still alive?
Oh yeah. Well, he was as of yesterday.
He goes,
I can't speak to now, but yesterday he was.
Cool. And he just kind of like bobs his head a little bit. The lady from the Ruby Rat kind of like puts her hand on your shoulder. She's like, muscle? And she kind of just gives you like a then she kind of like whispers in your ear. She's like, we found him like this. I don't know where they belong.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Okay. And she just kind of takes a step back.
So, like I said, you got to decide, and I would keep that group small. Any more than 5, somebody's bound to be an informant.
So, the guy from the hooligans kind of takes a step up as you're doing that, and he says, that's appropriate, but see, we don't leave our respective groups. Well, at least I don't.
Right.
So we got to figure out a way to get rival gangs who have been warring over territory in the Fringe for years, decades. We got to figure out how to get them to come together to help us, like, survive at this point.
I mean, the pitch is simple, my friend. The fact of the matter is whether they're on the take from the corpse or whether they're fighting against the corpse. The fact of the matter is, as long as these guys have the same structure and the same power they have, everybody here is on a fucking hamster wheel. And that's all it is. And that's the way they want it. They want you to be on that hamster wheel. They want you fighting over territory. They want you shooting each other. Because as long as you're shooting each other, you're not coming after them. You're not attacking the structures they put in place to stick you where you are.
Roll persuasion for me.
I do not have persuasion very good. Okay.
I don't persuade well.
Sparkly dice, you do good.
Your words feel good.
Okay, that was a 19. I don't think I have a charisma bonus. I do not.
Okay.
Good job, Sparkly dice. You will
Yay,
go
sparkly
on the keyboard.
dice.
Sparkly pink dice.
What did you roll just now?
19.
Okay. He looks at Rico and he says, I can see why he got things kicked off. We should take him to the boss and see if he can convince them. And Rico looks at it and goes, I mean, the familiar will want to talk to him as well. Like, you know,
So what
the
we
father
do,
will want to talk to him.
we quietly organize a meeting.
They're listening.
You know what I love about this time of year?
What's that?
A good barbecue.
He just kind of like looks at it and goes, yeah.
Cold beer. Burgers, brats, pork.
Chicken?
Barrio.
I'm following.
Okay. You get all the kids there, right? Let them kick the soccer ball around. You know, everybody's having a good time. Family. You know what I mean? Taking care of each other. Sharing a meal.
Yeah.
Just like at
Family.
the church on Sunday.
And he just kind of does the cross symbol. He's like, yeah. I feel you. I
And
feel
then,
you.
You know, if everybody happens to be there, you know, having a good time, listen to some music, drinking some beer, maybe a conversation can be had quietly. That way it looks, you know, like a good old-fashioned summer barbecue. It's that late summertime right now.
All right. Let's put that into works. Let's get it going. He looks at Rico. He's like, where we want to do this? Rico looks at him and he goes, we got to find some neutral territory. We could go back down south, find some area in between the Familia and the Rats. Bring a couple of your boys south down. You know, we got to sneak past them to get there, but we can probably make it
that's
happen.
the thing. We ain't gonna sneak shit. We're gonna go bright as fucking rain. They're not gonna suspect a damn thing. Again, everybody's just going to a damn fucking thing. You got any places out near like San Clemente, Dana Point, Laguna de Gel?
I feel sure we can find somebody to offer up a backyard.
Mission Viejo?
He
Right.
starts looking through his glow and he's like,
That don't look like anybody's territory.
nah, I think we can figure something out. We might have to pay some people, but I think we can figure something out.
Again, we're gonna work on the logistics side next. I got a phone call to make.
Okay. He's like,
Okay.
he looks at you and he goes, all right, you make the phone call. I'll make some phone calls. We'll come back together. All right.
Get back with me.
All right.
All right. And I'm gonna go. Somebody got like a fucking jalopy I could borrow? Or could give me a ride. I need to get back to my truck.
I mean, Luis give you a ride.
All right.
And
I give fucking Rico the hug. Be like,
yep,
we got this.
Luis pops back up from the couch with an audible as he gets up off the plastic. And he's a rather short fellow, but he just kind of looks at you and he's like, let's go.
All right, let's go, Hermano.
All right. You guys walk out the door, head back down.
Yep. I'm going to send a text over my globe to Noelle Juliet.
Yep.
And I'm going to go, I think I may have found the most effective way to expel Benevolent from Angel City for a long time.
He sends you back a text, and then another text, and then another text, and it's just screenshots of your face all over news reports going, have anything to do with this? He's like, I didn't expect you to be alive still.
I said, started some shit. This is what I text back. Started some shit, lit a spark. Now it's a fucking wildfire. You want to help?
It's left on red for just a few minutes, and then finally he just kind of like just sends a smile face back to you.
He goes, buddy, I say, we lit a wildfire. I need you to be the Santa Ana winds.
He writes back, he's like, I'm listening.
I said, let's set up a time to have a drink, and I'll explain.
10:30 tonight. And he sends you the text of one of the other hotels that he allowed you to pick from the first time. Mm-hmm. He's like, we'll have the place.
Sounds good.
Cool. And then you're gonna head back with Luis to try to pick up your car.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna do like a 3 circle on the block.
Give me a perception check.
Like we're doing the up, the left, like the fucking 3-leaf clover. I want to make sure I'm not under surveillance.
Okay. I mean, it's downtown Angel City 2099. You're kind of always under surveillance.
Yeah, active surveillance.
Yeah. Okay. You're trying to figure out if you're being tracked.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, Sparkle Dice. Do it. Okay, that was a 14.
With a 14 in that, you feel like you are not actively being tracked at the moment.
Okay, I'll do a quick once over the truck, make sure I don't see any like obvious tracking devices. Anything I would have spiked something with when I was a cop?
Give me an investigation.
That I have.
You're using your old tricks, basically.
Yeah, 25.
Okay. Yes, you do find a tracker up under the bumper.
And I grab that one.
Uh-huh.
And I look around and I'm looking for somebody with like a hot dog cart, a food truck, something like that.
You don't see many of that because this area it's not really been gone back to normal, so to speak.
Okay.
I mean, you can see a few, like several blocks up, maybe. You can also see, your usual like coffee shops and things like that.
Yeah. So I'll drive. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it off the bumper, put it in the passenger seat. I'm gonna drive about 7 blocks.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna stop at like a hot dog cart or a coffee cart.
Okay. And then what are you gonna do with it?
While I am buying whatever ware they have, I'm gonna plant it on the bottom side of the cart.
Okay. So it's a coffee one. So you can get you some coffee for the day.
Yeah.
And then you're going to roll sleight of hand.
Another thing I don't have.
Let's see how good you are at placing things.
Well, I did just get an agility bump from my cybernetics.
Yeah. That is true.
So that would be a 18.
Okay. I'm going to roll the perception of the coffee person because nope, they are too busy making your coffee.
Woohoo.
You're all good. So as
Okay.
you're doing that, you make like you were, like you drop your glow on the ground or something like that, and you bend down and you stick the tracker to the bottom of the cart. You stand back up and he goes, "Thank you for your service, sir. I appreciate
Gracias,
it."
homie.
Hey.
I take it, and then I hop back in the truck, and then I guess I will call Bunny.
Okay. Ding ding ling ding ling.
Where am I at right now?
Well,
That's
last
Daddy Z's.
yeah, I was gonna say last we left you were doing the drive off the night
Yeah.
that you did a little heist, a little side heist, a little side hustle. And we ended that particular portion where you would go back and put your heist car back in hiding, grab the gator,
Oh, yeah.
and then back on to Zaddy's.
Okay.
Excuse me. His name is Daddy Z.
So
He's
am I
got many
driving-
names. What's that?
Am I driving currently back to Zaddy's?
No, you could be. It's the next day, so you are more likely just hanging out at the compound.
Okay. I'll answer the phone. What is this? What does this psychopath want? Calling me. Hello?
What's up? You're not dead. That's good.
Yeah? Interesting way to start a phone call when you called me. But yeah, what's up? But
Did you guys manage to like grab any intel off that thing to figure out who blew up your dorm?
probably. I think Catassie's working on it.
Okay, so do you have like a plan or next step? Like,
You know what? Why don't I warm transfer you over to Catassie so she can give you an update on how things are going? She's got a project going on and making a bat cave. And I'm sorry, I am gonna use this since I was rad so much. Why would you ask me about that? I actually hit the servers to destroy them.
it was your job. You're in charge.
I did it, and I hit the server. I mean, last time, but it's
No,
what?
right now though, you're in charge.
We'll
This
end
is your
lover's
job.
quarrel this evening. And can you hold, please?
I have a question for you, Peter.
Sir?
Yeah.
What's your hold music?
We'll get there. Can you hold for me, please?
It should be Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
Okay, 1 second.
But the MIDI version.
Catassie!
That's actually my ringtone for Bunny Boy. Can I just break in on the hold music?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Just listen
sure.
along.
Hey, Catassie, are you there?
Parts of me are, Bunny Boy. Parts of me are.
Oh, okay. People have some questions about the server, and if we got like information, you know what? Here, I have them on the other line.
Strap him on the line. Let's go.
All right. Boop. Hey. Hey, Titus. I have Catassie here for you. She's gonna help you from here.
I'm sorry, we have a terrible connection. It sounds like you're going to make me talk to Titus. I'm going to transfer you to Muffins. Hold, please.
Titus just hangs up. He's just like, whatever.
What? Well, I guess it wasn't important.
I'm going to send Titus an update because that was a little mean even for me to try and make anybody talk to Muffins. Like it's not just going to be fax noises
Man.
when they get there.
I have one ready in the chamber too. Whoops,
do
I slipped.
Know about that.
We just nope.
I
Done.
want to text Titus after he hangs up the phone and say, "JK, sorry, love you, mom," and we'll update you. BRB, boops, and with a wave emoji.
That customer service, though. Fist bump, bunny boy.
We'll bring it up in his quarterly review.
Titus is like, they'll get back to me when they need me. Whatever.
I'm starting to try to figure out is Titus excommunicated from the compound or like what is happening? This is
No
one
how we
knows.
love Titus.
oh
This is what happens. He started doing jobs with other people. He never calls anymore. He stopped buying us jewelry.
I just tried to call.
Left
I'm
us.
sorry, I didn't get the call. I'm just as upset as everybody else, Titus. Why are you being
Why?
excommunicated from the group right now?
Who went off to a blanked out compound without Titus? And then didn't call him for like 2 days because you were too busy shipping over, his girlfriend's dad.
It's not, you could say something instead of being petty. You can put your
Just
words, your
try.
feelings into words and just be like, hey, that hurt my feelings.
all
and you
over
guys
the
went to the
Concom chat?
compound without us. We don't
Oh,
it
fuck.
wasn't our choice.
Is this over the group chat by chance?
no, it's all in text, I think.
I just want to throw out there, Titus keeps being like, this guy's girlfriend that got exploded. I would think that he would want to figure it out. I didn't ask for this.
But you
I
accepted
didn't
it. when-
ask for this. None of it did I ask for. You talk about it like, hey, you signed up for your girlfriend to get blown up, but
I didn't start dating the girl whose dad runs a giant crime
Oh my
syndicate.
god, just because you can't date anyone, don't give me crap for it.
I didn't ask to be born, Mom.
It's not just a phase.
You don't understand our art.
Oh, Muffins, I understand
okay.
your art very well.
Thanks
Man,
for
we-
reaching out. I'm glad you're safe.
We have some fantastic dysfunction in this family.
All right, Titus, what else are you gonna do? Or are you just gonna keep moving on?
Titus is just super confused.
Okay.
Titus is going to run to his... What's
Yeah.
that?
Use your words. Use your words. Put your emotions into words, Titus.
Titus is like, okay, I'm going to go change out of these shot up clothes. When y'all, I don't know what happened with the servers and the stuff. I had to get picked up because Benevolent raided the cyber dock.
Do you want to ride
not-
or do you want to just drive to where we are?
I got my truck. I just need to change first.
Okay. Here's the pin.
I'm sending Titus an
You guys
update
are-
on my little base that I'm building and what I've gotten from the servers yet, so maybe he'll quit whining.
Is it just
What did
is
they
it
get from the servers?
selfies?
I wasn't paying attention to that part.
Is it just selfies
I
though?
don't remember.
His response, he's like, so if someone was scolded, I didn't. That's not how that was supposed to be. I'm so sorry. Justin, it was a long
You know what?
night. I'm sorry.
We found some bugs in the Benevolent system, but nothing is reporting back from inside Zaddy's compound.
Okay. Did we figure out who greenlit that the blowing up of a college dorm?
I thought we learned that like 2 weeks ago. I thought that was Piper.
That's correct. It's Piper. You do have her org structure though, from what you were able to pull. So you've got
Oh, yeah.
her org, her EA, like all of that kind of stuff. And you know that her last name is House, Haus.
Titus, how long have you been on a walkabout? That was like 3 weeks ago, bud.
You guys didn't tell me. You guys took the servers with the van. I got stuck with the thing. I got shot, and then I had to go to the doctor.
Maybe he's on Rumspringa. That can take as long as it needs to take.
Piper House.
It's true, yeah.
Is this when old man goes and lets his hair down for a couple months?
Okay, so Titus is just going to run change, and then I guess he'll drive to the Zidarian compound.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. No, at the Zidarian compound.
So I'm going to say that from now on.
Yeah, meanwhile, at the Zidarian compound. Catassie of Doom. Yeah. Catassie, you are still hanging out, working on your servers. Digi is there. Digi has put on a pair of coveralls that fit a unicorn. Don't ask me how he thought that up, but he did. He's helping you comb through the sets of documents and things that you have found on this server. He's also helping you start to establish a general sort of like listening service for certain keywords, certain pieces and parts of communications, and starting to try to make some connections outside of the compound as best he can. But because everything kind of has to have its own individual tunnel to get out, it's taking him a little bit longer than if you were just, at the dorm using the public Wi-Fi kind of thing. But he's in there and he's got his wrenches and he's going to town on it. But he's, it just takes time kind of thing. Muffins and Eve.
What?
As you are finishing the upgrades, we will just say the upgrades to Muffins, Zidarian comes over and just kind of takes one look at the robot now and is just kind of looks at both of you and is like, what in the... Do I need to ask what the hell this is? Is this like a sex thing? What is the why does a robot have nipples?
I'm sorry, Zaddy. Whatever Grifter does on his own time with the robot is his business.
Throwing me under the bus. This was all her doing. I just kind of went along for the ride because that's just how I am.
I don't know if I believe that.
The really weird thing is they taste like pineapple upside down cake.
He looks over at you across the garage and he's like, I don't want to know how you know this. I don't.
My question to Eve, though, is are they scratch and sniff?
I mean, they're neodymium magnets, so I don't really, I don't recommend that. If you have metal anywhere in your body, it might be kind of scary for you.
Look, I, a long time ago, made the decision that Muffins just looks like Muffins looks. That's just how it goes. You can't get in the way of perfection, and sometimes art just has to express itself in however it wants to.
And look, there's a button that you can shoot flares out of this part over here. And I gesture down at the codpiece.
That was all her.
No, it wasn't. This was made to order.
I don't know what's worse, the carpenter or the odor. I don't know.
Hey, good work, sir.
I always make
Very
sure
quality,
that
very quality. Very
I
quality.
always make sure that any modifications to Muffins does not affect her combat readiness. She will just look more fabulous while she murders.
AKA intimidating.
Okay, we will go with that. I have not been a ROV pilot, so you are the expert in that. Yes, we'll go there. Yes.
You should try it. Being a raw pilot, just straight tits. Like, it's just amazing. As a matter of fact, you get one, you can take Muffins out for a spin.
Just fucks 25 hours a day.
I I just had the idea where we need to get like a pair of metal fan blades so that we could stick them to Muffin's chest. And if we sharpen the blades and just spin them really fast on the neodymium magnets, you could have blades spinning off of your nipples.
This is like a weird hybrid of like those like fembots from Austin Powers, and like Robot Suit Gundam. Like this is a strange combination.
How much would it cost for me to have laser nipples?
Oh yeah, what about laser nipples?
I tell you what, fans, if you want to write in and make that for us as a piece of community content, go right ahead. I can't guarantee we'll be able to write rules around it, but go for it. Go hog wild if you want to. But as you say that though, Zydarian looks at you. He goes, "Yes, remember that you asked me for a controller, and I told you I could find one, and it was going to be very expensive. Correct?"
Yes.
I may have found you another one that is slightly less expensive.
Just still a good piece of tech, or we're talking like bargain basement stuff?
Knowing who has it, it's probably pretty good.
Well, color me interested.
And he says, I would usually send one of my men out to get it and do the negotiations, but this particular group is a little particular who they do business with.
Okay, so you think they'd do business with me or us collectively?
They might be very interested in whatever this death machine is.
I'm intrigued. Do you have details?
I have an address for you to meet one of their couriers. They would be able to take you further in and do the negotiations if you would like.
And you feel like these guys are trustworthy?
Well, if they don't like you, you'll need the robot.
I can handle that. Have you had any dealings with them in the past? Or known anybody that did?
A few. And if you're on the good side, things go well. If you're on the bad side, things don't go well.
So I should bring him a gift basket.
It would help with negotiations, yes.
With some muffins in it.
I think we can handle that.
Okay.
Just pass me the deets and I'll check it out.
He hands you over from a glow. He hands you over basically a map pin with coordinates. And it is downtown in Angel City. But it is right in the middle of the fringes off to that side.
Do we have like any like contact info? Like, do I have to ask for a certain name or a code word or?
Look, you will want to look for a man that has a black metal raven on his lapel.
Like a pin?
Yes. It might be made of crystal. It might be made of metal. But it is all black.
I'm writing this down because I have a terrible memory. I'll get down there and be like, I think he said something about a monkey. Thank you, Daddy Z. I appreciate it.
Oh my god, now you're calling me this shit.
I thought that was your name.
My name is Zydarian. And he points over to Eve, and Eve and Catassie are kind of in a line from the two. He's like, I'll kind of take it from those two. I don't know if I can take it from you two. And he kind of just looks a little exasperated when he says that.
Gotcha. Wink.
The shipment continues. Okay. Buddy's all of it. Buddy's like, I don't know, man.
It took a second for shipment to hit my brain.
Says packages.
Yeah. So small packages over the, break them down, send them point to point.
Just grabbing a couple packs of socks.
Yep.
So,
2-day delivery.
I'm gonna text the group with some basic details and be like, let's go get this toy at the bottom of the cereal box. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Just trust me.
What are you talking about?
Trust me.
No?
How long?
Fair enough.
Did Eve put that in the group chat? The no?
I'll say I've seen the inside of Muffins now, and no, I don't.
Good call. I probably won't trust me either. But either way, it'll be fun.
I don't trust your definition of fun.
Look,
Yeah.
it's a control. You guys remember me going on about cupcakes, how she's going to revolutionize the ROV industry, so on and so forth. It's a control unit for her. We need it so cupcakes can live.
Okay, and who are we getting this from?
Dude with a metal pin.
That makes me feel better.
Look, Daddy Z says it was fine. I trust his opinion because, like, he's been around for a while. No one's killed him yet.
Did he say it was fine?
He said he's had dealings with them in the past, and that they're good as long as you're on the good side. He suggested we get a gift basket.
Did he really suggest we get a gift basket?
Yeah, I was thinking while you're out and about, maybe like pick up a pinata or something. We can fill it with like those little booze bottles. That's basically a gift basket, right?
That's a word for it.
Are you implying this is a bad idea? No, I'm talking about the gift basket, not the meeting.
I'm talking about both.
Well, that's just not fair. One conversational topic at a time, please. Come on. It'll be fine. It'll be great. We'll have a good time. Come on.
How much money?
What?
How much money?
I don't know. That's up to you. You gotta find that. I don't got money. This is all going to pay for this shit. What do you think I am, Mr. Moneybags?
We really gotta rob a bank soon.
Well, I'm not asking you guys to pay for it. I just want you to go along. You gotta have that street cred.
All right. I gotta make sure it fits anyways.
Sure. Are we gonna be back by 10:30?
I don't know. We'll have to talk to GM about that one.
That's
I got a
when
meeting
Bonanza's on.
No, I got a meeting at 10:30.
Could we be back by 10:30, Mallo?
Feel you.
I mean, like, physically, could we drive there and come back before 10:30?
Physically, yes, you could. Yes.
I'm gonna write back. Sure, we'll be back by 10:30, and then a couple spaces and an asterisk.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
So I'm gonna forward the pin to everybody.
All right. So how are you all trying to get to this rendezvous?
We're gonna put muffins inside somebody's whip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know, if we put her in, you know, crotch up on the gator, we could potentially have access to 3 flare launchers.
Also true. That is true.
The bridge pose.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cursed thing you just said.
You say cursed, I say awesome.
Perhaps we should save the dick flares for battle.
I want this
With
whole
what?
thing to be on Reddit so that you can post that response and get it flagged as cursed.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
All right, chat. We need you all to go create an Angel City Stories or Identico subreddit for us. We can all join it, and we'll start the petition. We can get it. We can get it go.
Easy.
Easy.
Just
Easy
buy
clap.
a subreddit. However it works.
Yeah, it's internet. How you do? How do internet?
Buy some
It's
of
a
the internet
series.
acreage.
Yeah.
What were you saying,
It's a
Catassie?
series of tubes filled with porn.
Yep. At bless him is no different.
Thank various deities.
There is a lot of porn on Reddit.
Yes, there is.
Look, I'm just saying, Tumblr got rid of the porn, and who uses them now?
Exactly.
I just don't understand. They're like, you know what doesn't sell? What people aren't posting about? Sex. You know what doesn't make money? Sex. We're evolved past that now.
I
Anyway,
don't know. Tell that to the Republican Party.
Zing! Okay. 2, you gonna pull up in the truck and the gator?
I think we kind of have to. I don't think we all fit in the gator. I
We
mean,
don't all
we
fit in
could.
the gator.
Okay.
is the truck extended cab like really extended cab?
Yeah.
Like how extended cab? Like, can I
Like
stretch
really,
it
like we stuffed Drifter's meat body back there a couple of times.
Well, that like how can you stuff 3 meat bodies back there?
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what?
just curious.
Since the range on my control unit for it's pretty dang far, I will ride in the back of Titus's truck, but Muffins is going to be in the gator.
Okay,
So I can keep an eye on all you assholes.
I'm gonna start drawing on Grifter's face when he's unconscious in his rob controller one of
Honestly
these
surprised
days.
you haven't.
I like this idea. I like this plan. All right.
More to the point, I'm surprised Blizz hasn't.
Give him time. He'll be back this season. I guarantee it. Okay, so it is roughly 8:30. We're gonna take our break. We will pick up this story as you all get to the rendezvous in a little bit. Okay, hang tight if you're in chat. We'll be back. We're gonna go take a bio break, and we'll be back and see you here in just a bit. Okay. We'll see you in a bit. Hey, thanks for joining us for tonight's episode of Angel City Stories. If you want to catch us live, tune in every week to twitch.tv/Identico at 7 p.m. Pacific. Now let's get back to the action. Yeah.
Is that our PSA for tonight?
I know, but she's like,
Boys, control your sausages.
Always control your sausages is your PSA.
I said boys.
Oh, say it again.
Boys,
Say it again.
Control your sausages.
Okay,
Those
cool.
Boys, comma.
Yeah, because I forgot.
Always
Boys calm? Yes.
Both in the literal sense and the metaphorical, because no one likes a burnt sausage at a cookout.
Nope.
This is
control your
true.
sausages. Make them float, buoys.
I will.
Wear sunscreen.
We will. Setting alarms. Yeah, hitting that alarm in Tarkov. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. We had a good break. And then a cat attacked and took somebody's computer offline, and so we had to fix that, and then we came back. So
And then you mentioned Tarkov and made me sad that I can't shoot you in the chest 6 times
we'll
right now.
play. Okay, one of the Friday
Why are you such a jerk?
One of the Friday
Look.
flea plays. Everything's been reset. Okay, you and I can go back in. Alex can commentate, and he
Okay.
can watch how bad we are at Tarkov, and everybody can laugh and have a good time.
I actually support this. I think this
Yeah.
would be funny.
You will
Well.
probably enjoy it. Yes.
I will point out that I was not bad at Tarkov. All 6 of those shots hit you in the chest.
You were accurate. That's what. Yeah. Oh my God. Welcome back.
This sounds like a plan.
Yep. All right. Well, coming soon to this Twitch stream. Check us out. Friday nights at 7 o'clock, just like it is now. We will definitely play and have some shenanigans for you. So, cool. So, we last left off. You were all going in on a search for. You're going on an errand for Muffins. So, to echo Titus, this is now Muffins' job. Okay. Just want to make that very clear.
Man, why'd you put it that way? This is a group adventure party.
You're gonna start taking responsibility, Muffins.
You know what? I'm cool with it because Muffins knows survival. Like I'm good if he's around. He just shoots a hole in everything. So kind of a bro.
I don't know if Bunny Boy doesn't get along with anybody though, because Bunny Boy and Blizz are pretty sure are best friends.
I mean, he didn't get all that mad whenever I put flare launchers on his ride.
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet. I want to get along with Titus, although I do give him shit a lot. I'm sorry.
We're having breakthroughs this episode, I think is what's happening. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we are.
Something about the title of this when it hits YouTube is going to be about like family therapy or something.
Well, I can't use family ties because I did that.
Into words.
Yeah, I can't use family ties because I did that when I introduced the fact that Zydarian is Sarah's dad. So, you know.
And all of our zaddy.
And yeah, that too. Okay, where we left off last, you all were on an errand for Muffins. You were going to a rendezvous to talk to to do maybe a negotiation, to trade something to get this control unit for Muffins so he can make Cupcake. And then we could introduce him as Joe playing Muffins, Cupcake, and Grifter because he can't have enough personalities apparently.
I'm just going to assume it's a sexy rendezvous.
I'll let you believe everything you want. On the way there, you were headed towards the rendezvous point, Catassie. You get a heads up from Digi, and he just basically sends you and opens up an AR screen in front of you, and it goes, "Hey, little mama, you might want to take a look at this." And it is a broadcast from downtown at the Benevolent Corporation headquarters, where a very familiar face named Piper House is giving a speech and an update about the workers' riot that is happening right now, or that the press conference is happening right now. It is in reaction to yesterday's events.
Ooh, I want to hear this.
You want to broadcast to everybody?
Yep. I'm going to open up Quancom and say, guys, it looks like Piper House is giving a press conference right now about the riots. I'm going to patch it through to your glows.
So as it comes up on your screen, you see a very thin, blonde-haired woman standing in a corporate suit, standing behind a podium. And across the ticker, it just says riot in Angel City. And as the ticker kind of keeps going through, it says things like, Benevolent working with ACPD, to find those who perpetrated, quote, this is not the type of people that we are. And that quote is attributed to the Angel City mayor. Titus calls bullshit.
Titus laughs out loud after scoffing.
And then one last quote that basically says, we take full, responsibility and authority working with ACPD to find out who, did this and bring them to justice.
Good fucking luck.
And
Yeah.
Piper is there. She is flanked by another smaller woman who is got red hair. Off to the side, she's holding a clipboard, but it's kind of like a see-through sort of tablet with her. She looks a bit younger, like mid to late, like 20s. But just kind of looks like she's standing off to the side, and you've got a row of sort of benevolent guards behind her. And she gives a very kind of corporate answer to most questions that are asked. We've moved on to the Q&A session of this particular press conference. And
is it the red-haired woman answering him?
No, it's Piper that is looking at it.
Okay,
She's got a lower third that says, Piper House, Benevolent Corporation kind of thing.
I want to screenshot the one with the red-haired woman, though.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
And I'm going to text that to Noelle with 3 question marks.
Okay. Noel writes back to you, and he goes, "It's kind of hot."
You know who she is?
Do I know every fucking redhead in this city?
I figure you might know every redhead that works for Benevolent.
It's a company of like 14 million. Like, let me see what I can dig up.
Thank you.
A fucking errand boy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You do
well,
have such a loving relationship. It's really an inspiration to us all.
It was an intense exchange, bud.
The press conference continues, and Digi kind of comes up in front of you, Catassie, and just kind of like yawns. And then it's like, and just looks back at the screen and then looks back at you and yawns again. And then is like, I'm gonna go now. Okay. Is that okay? Okay, bye. And he waves a hoof at you. So,
Bye, Ditchy. Thank you.
I like how you basically have Unicorn Deadpool living inside your head.
Are you surprised at all?
No.
there you go. There you go. As you are pulling up to this particular spot, you see several people hanging out around a trash can fire. You see about 4 more that are leaning up against the side of what is an abandoned building. And you see a couple of sort of modded... Actually, buddy, give me a perception check. Let's do this. Lots of dice rolling happening.
Mm-hmm. One moment, please.
Okay.
Perception,
Yes, sir.
12.
Okay. With a 12, they're definitely modded. You can tell that they could be street racing cars. You feel like that they have a bit of a suspension package put on the back of them. But the craftsmanship is not the best. Like, you're kind of like, not like you're not like seeing the numbers in the Matrix kind of thing, but like, it's not the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just kind of taking a look at it and you're like, that's aftermarket parts on a different body. Like, it doesn't, like, they're trying to make it work, but it's not quite there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Not to say that you're judgmental, but that's what you notice. What you do with that information is up to you.
Plus 10 to driving and pretty high bonuses and stuff like this. So
Yeah.
kind of, I know what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. You're picking up with them, putting down. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Muffins. Let's do a perception check for you, sir. And I'm assuming at this point, are you in Muffins' body?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
So that would be a 12.
A what?
12.
Okay. With a 12, you look around and it takes you a minute, but you see a tall, slender man, very pale,
Slenderman.
who is wearing sort of a cut-off jacket. His entire jaw is metallic, like it comes out and around and then up to his ears. As he turns, he takes a drag of an e-cig. His whole right arm is cybernetic as well. And it's good cybernetics. Not great, but good cybernetics. And as he turns, you see a little pen that is a black, shiny kind of metallic raven on his coat.
Well, that's our guy. He's the one we want to talk to. Titus. You want to come help me talk to this guy? This is kind of your thing. You're the man with the silver tongue.
The guy with no charisma bonus.
I mean, who else is gonna go? The only other person that ever talks is Bunny Boy. Hey, Bunny Boy, you want to go talk to this guy with me?
No charisma bonus, but yeah.
why don't we go together as a group? You know, safety in numbers.
0 + 0. You got it.
All right. Are you going up as your meat body, or are you going up as Muffins?
Somehow I think taking our Rob out in this neighborhood is probably not the best idea.
They might think you're trying to date the car.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with my meat body for now.
Okay.
Bumblebee.
As you walk up to him, he kind of takes a look at you, and he looks you up and down, and he goes, "You're much shorter than they told me that you were going to be."
Me?
He looks over to the two compatriots on either side. He's like, "All of you."
How tall were we supposed to be? I'm curious now.
And he raises his hand above. He said, like, 8. There's a Rav coming. Where is it?
Yeah, it's over there.
Back there.
He
I don't
kinda-
like to make first greetings with the Rob because people tend to like take that the wrong way sometimes.
He looks you up and down and he goes, "Get them off the street. Bring them in over here so they don't get towed."
Okay. Hey Gator, you want to pull the thing in?
Gator.
Yeah, buddy boy, you want to pull the Gator in?
Everybody's having problems with, not with pronouns tonight, but with nouns, apparently.
Look, it's been a long day and I've had a lot of daddy's apple juice.
Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Buffalo, buffalo.
The cats are judging you.
Yep.
They are.
Let's do it.
Okay, so as you guys get to parking and stuff like that, the others that are hanging around in basically not keeping guard, but sort of trying to look as lookouts, start to sort of pat you all down to go, "No weapons inside, please."
Does that include the Rob? Because you told me to bring it inside.
Yes.
He's got.
Well, they're attached to her.
Take the ammo out then.
Okay.
Can you describe where we're standing right now again? Like,
You are standing in a back alley off an overpass. So you are very well hidden from most other on-seekers.
okay.
I'll drop the magazines out of the gun.
Cue 15 minutes of Muffins de-ammoing montage.
Do you know how long it takes to unload a 25 millimeter fucking push?
Well, it doesn't take that long if you hold the trigger down.
But if you're not shooting people, it takes a minute.
Mufficiency is what we'll call that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to get off on the wrong foot.
Okay.
Can't you just put the safety on?
You go
This
through
is
the
his safety.
Yeah, you go through the entire
Damn it.
you go through the entire like process, right? Because as far as I know, the Bushmaster is not, you hold that. You don't, it's not attached to you. And so you put all of that stuff back into, I'm assuming, the truck, because that's the easiest one to guard and lock up. And I imagine then that you are kind of like walking, like you're just powered into the Rob. Where do you leave your meat body when you power up?
In the truck.
Okay, so the
But the
familiar,
door's locked.
yeah, the familiar sound of the Windows XP theme starts up as you get into everything. And when you fully stand up, the guy that had the chrome jaw basically kind of looks up at you, and he just kind of smiles, but it's like a weird half smile because like his jaw is kind of fucked up from all this. And he goes, Come, the boss will definitely want to talk to you. Yes.
You got it, bud.
And as you all are, you're pulled into this large sort of like roll-up door. And it goes in. Even as a Rav, you have to duck down. And you walk through it. Everybody gets on the other side. They drop the door down. And you hear sort of a magnetic click behind you. For everybody else, it might as well be a spacious space. For the Rav, you're led through a dark, very cramped tunnel where, as you're walking through, loosely bundled wires are sort of hastily taped to walls and all surroundings. Small lights flicker in sort of iridescent rooms, and Catassie can kind of make out the patterns that are going on with them. Almost like it's a hacker's Morse code in a way. It feels very like homey to you, Catassie. The hallway kind of finally opens up into a much larger room. And as you, for those that are still human, realize that you stepped out on asphalt in this large room. And as you look around, you sort of notice the broken glass, metal, and sort of the unmistakable look of an underpass. What you think about is it could be just buried under years of being built up as Angel City's sort of second layer that now creates downtown was created. Everything that was sort of old world Angel City is now literally underground. And so you look around and you notice all sorts of beams and girders that are descending from the ceiling, you know, thick strands of metal, and they all sort of start to kind of coalesce into the center of this room up against the back wall. And it makes a very intricate, if not beautiful pattern in its weird and almost chaotic nature. But in the center of that sits a makeshift like rebarb throne. And in part of that, sitting on it, is a man, if you can still call him that. His lower half is all wires and tubes and different pieces running off that almost kind of look like it splays out almost like a dress in front of him. The top half
progresses of him.
The top half looks still very much like a human, but where sheet metal and large chunks of what you believe is sort of discarded armor has been grafted into place all over this person's body. The head is almost fully enveloped in some sort of helmet where a headdress almost is coming out of the top of tubes and wires. And if you look closely enough, so the spine is sort of the same way, where at each vertebrae, a piece of wire is sort of coming out the back of it. And nice. The front of it peels back slightly, and you can see eyes, but they are very clearly robotic eyes looking at you. And the aperture on the eyes sort of like zoom in, and they scan through each and every one of you. And it looks and it kind of looks at you and goes, "We are part of the Sixth Sanctum. Why have you come here?"
That's disconcerting.
Praise be the Omnissiah and the blessed cogitators. On our trip in, I will have replaced my LCD with a Lenny face, which I have included in chat for those who are not familiar.
Are you fangirling at this point? Like,
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
How do the rest of you feel about this exact, like...
I lean over to Eve and I go, "Do you know what's happening here?"
No. I need my bat.
I mean, it's basically ethnic, so.
Wait, Catassie, do you know what's happening here?
Titus, shut up. Digi, what the fuck?
This is like a beta version of a tech priest.
Akira.
Tech Lich, where's its phylactery?
It's real.
Multipass.
Reload, Alice!
Sorry, there was too much tension.
Oh, that was great.
It's real life.
I mean, these guys have some cool equipment going on here.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go.
I'm real freaked out a little bit right now and curious.
Just calm down. Let's not be judgy.
Everybody give me a perception check,
Just-
please.
Just curious, do I notice that the organic material is growing like any maybe tumorous masses on it that are pulsating?
Well, that's why I'm asking for a perception check from everybody.
I got a 19.
right.
20.
Hey, since we're in the metal place, I used the metal dice and got a 19.
Nice.
See, I'm the Messiah blesses.
Nice.
Look at that.
Net 20s.
Wow. Akira blesses us with sight.
I got a 14.
Oh.
I'm distracted. I'm trying to get Digi to figure out what the hell right now.
Can
Look,
this is St. Patty's Day? It's Okira. Oh,
we are in Neo Tokyo. This isn't after the Third War, so we're good.
With those rolls, you notice that interspersed within all of this is lines and lines of lights and colors feeding into the throne that this thing is sitting on. When you ask Digi to come up, Catassie, Digi just puts up a like he just kind of like comes up and looks at you worried, like
Control Z, bud.
And with your rolls that you have too, you notice that there are guards that start to line the interior of what is essentially a throne room. And they stand at attention, respectfully, but each and every one of them is more machine than person. Each of them have different limbs replaced, each of them have different augmentations, but each of them are a lot more machine than man.
Stop. Griffer can only get so aroused. So yeah, I'm gonna greet the guy and say, greetings, sir. What do I call you? I'm sorry, I don't know.
All at the same time, all of the voices in the room go,
We are Sixth Sanctum.
Okay, I didn't
Who
realize
are
that
you?
was a name. I am
Write this down.
My human body is named Grifford, but this is Muffins.
Your human body is weak.
I agree.
Why have you come here today?
Our good friend, Daddy Z, sorry, Zadarian, said that you guys might, we call him Daddy Z, we're just best friends, so he's cool with it. He said you guys might have an RV control unit I might be able to acquire.
You come asking for more.
More as in, yes, I need another unit because I've got a new RV that I'm trying to bring online, bring to life.
You bring more robots into this sanctuary?
Oh, it's not with me. It's at my workshop. She's not done being assembled yet.
We approve of of this work.
I'm glad. Hopefully we can do business together because personally I think there's not enough robots in this world.
We agree. To this, we agree. Can you provide more barter? I believe is how you call it.
Barter. I have cash. I have souls.
We do not
Other-
accept souls. Except human souls.
I see what you did there.
Okay.
What kind of things are you interested in to barter?
You could run an errand for us.
What kind of errand?
We require a different type of technology.
We could grab technology. I will admit that some of us don't have the greatest track record of handling technology and looks pointedly at Bunny Boy. But I can babysit it, make sure it doesn't get hurt.
We require a dark wave generator. Do you know of this type of item?
Would Grifter know about that kind of item?
Do you have tactics or any of the because you come from a former military background. That's how you got the rob in the first place.
Yeah.
So I think you can either roll history or you can roll intelligence. If you don't have, do you have like NNMP, EMP weapons or anything like that?
No, I do know what I've got proficiencies in railguns and military combatives.
Well, give me a roll then. Just give me a straight intelligence roll then.
20. I know all about this shit.
The robot does a fist, like a fist in the air, as he does this.
So you know what we are speaking of.
I do. I have not really seen one in person that I know of, but I do know of them from my time in the military.
Then acquire one of these for us.
Do you have a lead on one?
We do.
And he points off to one of his guards.
Follow this unit. He will explain everything for you.
Can do. And I know that was with the wrong hand.
And with he looks at the rest of you, and I think the only person that has any cybernetics is Catassie.
No, I have a bunch now.
Is it visible on you?
Yeah, you said that he did a crappy job.
Right.
It was just basically tinfoil under his skin.
I'm assuming it looks like that stuff like in Cyberpunk 2077 when you got like the little like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the metal, the exposed metal.
Yep.
You bring others to join our ranks?
And he looks over at you and Catassie.
I mean, that's kind of up to them. I don't speak for them.
I'm good, bro. I'm here to help. And I gesture grandly at Muffins. I am here to help my great companion in his quest.
Roll persuasion, please.
Metal dice.
Yep.
I got a 6.
You could join us.
I'll think about it.
I
Can I
need
get
him
back
to
to you?
help me.
Y'all got health insurance? Benefits?
For college?
We do not require insurance.
Yeah, steel
2401k?
steel doesn't get sick.
Bring us what we require.
Liability insurance. Clearly, Muffins, hanging out with you, I need it.
I do not understand this conversation.
Most of the time, I don't either, truth be told.
Leave us. Bring us what I desire, and you can have your controller.
You got it. I'm gonna follow the unit that they indicated.
That unit turns and starts to walk out of the chamber and walks off into a room parallel to the hallway that you came in, but over to the left. It's not quite as cramped of a hallway, and it looks like it goes down about 50 feet and then hangs a right and goes into what would be best described as a server and situation room kind of at the same time.
Now, buddy boy, I know you're excited, but calm yourself down. These aren't ours. We have to ask permission to play with them.
Bunny Boy is just, I'm here for right now. I'm so amazed at this because this is so much of the anime that he watches just being manifested. So I'm just for the moment, he's caught up in the moment. Just okay, yeah, of course.
Catassie, Digi kind of pokes you on the shoulder and points over to a server in the back left corner.
I'm gonna subtly make my way back down there.
So it is around the situation table and then sort of off to the left. So roll stealth for me. That face.
Just my face, Mallo. 10.
The unit looks over to you, and it does not have a robotic voice anymore. It looks over at you and says, please be careful with that. That is very, please. Why don't you come back this way, please? And then as he gets around the table, he brings up a display for essentially what looks to all of you. Catassie, you can kind of see sort of a direct transfer of information between this unit and Muffins. And it is simultaneously sort of like doing that to Muffins, but then also working through the details with you all in real time. And essentially, there is a corporation called Lu Chao. It is famous for making one of the more sturdy ROVs in the world. It's a Chinese manufacturer. They happen to still have a headquarters here in Angel City with a small presence in terms of army of ROVs and things. They often assist Angel City PD. And he says that is where these dark wave generators that they know of are listed. Because the other side of having a ROV is you need a way to dismantle the ROV in quick succession. And that's what this can do. All of you have heard that now, so.
What are you? I mean, I don't want to pry into your business, but why would a group that is interested in bionics and computers be after a dark wave generator? That kind of feels like it would be the opposite of what you would want around here.
He looks at you and he goes, "We have many enemies. We are small but mighty. And with that, we must have certain protections in play. And each piece of technology that we acquire, we learn, we adapt, and we create our own versions. And we would like to do that for this. Because if such a device was to be used against us, we need to know how to defend ourselves. For the sake of the coven. For the sake of the group."
Okay, I can get behind that. I assume you guys know how to use it. You're not going to accidentally murk yourselves.
It has happened before. These are experiments, after all. We fix and move on. Surely you understand that, as he looks at your neodymium nipples.
Does my glow work in here?
You know, as you check it, it doesn't.
I was about to start Googling something.
What would you guys like to do?
So, this has been great. We know what we have to do. Let's go now.
Can I get extra loot if I bring back more than one?
We will ask our leader if that is the case.
Okay.
Do you have a card or something?
He cocks his head to the side when you say card.
Never mind. It's fine.
Okay. Understandable.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. I will definitely be back. If you don't mind if I kind of hang out and ask questions sometimes, maybe. Hopefully I can be coming back soon with a Darkwave generator.
You may join us at any time.
I appreciate what you're doing here. I think you guys are awesome. These people are just squares. Don't listen to them.
Okay. Do you do anything like else, or do you just leave or try to leave?
I'm just gonna like give him the finger okay about ciao baby and head out.
Okay. You make your way back outside. You are escorted by the same essentially courier that brought you in the first time. And as you are leaving, the courier looks at you and stares up at you and at you, Muffins, and he goes, "One day, my friend. One day. One day."
You guys have like a secret handshake so I can greet you in style or something?
He puts his hand like up on your face like this. He's got to kind of reach up to it, and you feel a slight electronic kind of transmission, like an emote.
Aww. Can I do it back?
You don't know how yet. I mean, you can
just put my hand on his face. You too, buddy.
Yeah, it's just a big giant hand on the face like this. Yeah. Okay. Do you all leave now?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
So when we get outside, I want to Google Darkwave generator.
Uh-huh.
Because if it's like any other piece of military hardware, there's a Jane's listing for it.
Okay. What would you like to know about it?
They make waves that are dark.
Basically, does it tell me what the book says?
Yeah.
Our book, that is. Okay.
Like a wave
So I go-
pool just for light.
So just a thought, maybe handing the weird Borg people an EMP device that could shut down multiple city blocks is not the best idea.
Don't be mechist. They haven't given us any indication they're going to do anything nefarious with it.
They seem like they were on
I'm
the
pretty sure they were trying to assimilate some of us.
Well, I don't know what that means because I'm not a nerd and watch old 90s television shows. But, I mean,
They
what's
asked
this?
us to join their collective, and I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good.
It doesn't necessarily sound bad either. Maybe they're like a knitting circle and we can get some sweet ass quilts out of it in the winter. What you think of that?
Have you actually ever been in a knitting circle? That is not what people talk about in those.
Look, that's neither here nor there. They've already indicated they've had more than one of them already, and they haven't, deleted half of the power
Okay.
grid.
So Muffins, is this like the kind of task that we need to do today? Or can we maybe think about it for a minute and plan how we're
Okay,
going to steal the giant piece of military hardware?
He didn't give a time frame, so I don't think they're really that super impatient about it.
I'm looking at this Jane's listing for it, and it looks like we would need to buy another truck just to move it.
Or steal one.
What, like back the trucks up together and make a super bed and then like drive in reverse?
2 trucks having sex.
Yeah.
See, Bunny Boy's already got it figured out. I feel good about this plan.
Do their hitches just like link and then
You're the driver.
okay.
I mean, they do it with trains. It can't be that much different for trucks. What's a train but like what's a truck but a train that doesn't go on rails?
Fair enough. What's a train but a truck that's stuck on one road?
Right? I like the way you think. So, yeah, he didn't specify like we have to have your
What is a
Thursday
truck?
at
What is
5.
a train? But if a truck not persevering?
Look, we don't have time to get all metaphysical with this whole thing. We just need to
Okay.
find a dark wave generator. Maybe we just stumble across one in an alley somewhere, check a surplus store or something.
Well, I just
That-
wanna, so you want a motor to make your little robot, and to get that, we're giving these people an EMP, which I think they're on the cool with, but that seems a little lopsided on favors.
I mean, they are kind of expensive. The interface tech for ROVs is not just something you can pop over to your identical equivalent of Walmart and buy.
I don't think darkwave generators are super cheap and available at Walmart either.
Nope.
Yeah, but that's why it's kind of a fair trade. And look, we're gonna go. It sounds like we're gonna have to raid a pretty high tech place. You guys might get some goodies out of it too.
Oh no, you're bankrolling the equipment for this one, buddy.
No, I'm talking
Just
about
playing
shit we can
devil's
steal.
advocate. I'm down.
We might
Let's
need
do it.
equipment just to get in the door.
What if we had our own dark wave generator? They said they only wanted one.
Wow. What can we craft with?
I don't.
Look, just think about the benefits of having a dark wave
Longboat.
generator. Your neighbors are having like a block party at 2 a.m. and they're pissing you off. You can just flip that thing on and shut that shit up right now.
Yeah, until
Problem solved.
the SWAT team comes over to your house and puts 2 bullets in your head because you have, a dark wave generator.
So blast them with it too. They're probably half cyborg.
How are they going to communicate if we EMP their stuff
Yeah.
where it doesn't work? See, this is a pretty good ace in the hole. I think he's on to something. And I'm willing to help bankroll it.
Like, I mean, even if you're like, we shouldn't keep that because it's not responsible, we can maybe like sell it to somebody. I mean, Daddy Z may have a use for one.
This is like my redneck dad, like keeping a whole gun safe full of C4. Like, Dad, that shouldn't be there. Hell, fuck it. Whatever. I'm protected.
The government can take it from my cold, dead hands. I mean,
Okay.
I find it hilarious that you're wondering about the ethical nature of this thing while you run around with a dude who has miniguns and 20 millimeters.
Controlled violence. Wackadoodle Borgs. With
Who says it's not controlled? You're just
they're-
projecting your
I
biases.
do.
Don't be mechist.
Are they not controlled?
Okay. You know what?
Catassie would
What-
know.
what time is it, Mallo? Like, what time of the day are we at now?
2099. Shit. I think we've been more progressive.
I don't know. By 2099, women will still not have equity, so I don't think that robots would have any equity either.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
they should invest in more cyborgs to punch people with.
I mean,
Oh, that's our problem.
hold on. If that's what solves the problem, I don't think it's what is the problem. But if it's what solves the problem, I'm all for it because I think we just need to
They're really
solve
good
the
at
problem.
punching.
Yes.
Well, I mean, look, If every creepy ass dude in a bar knew the chicks were packing like some kind of like cyborg arm that they could just punch right through their gut, they probably wouldn't be assholes.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have to have that cyborg arm to actually be treated well anyways.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, but a go-go gadget hide-a-weapon is a great idea, whether you need it or not.
Absolutely.
Also, why would you not want to be able to just like cold punch a rhino out?
Because I would try it on people that I am really irritated with in the moment, because I know myself, and that would be a really bad thing.
Well, it sounds like you need to work on impulse control.
But then,
Nah.
Look at me.
Hold on.
Look at you.
Okay, I won't rehash the greatest hits at the moment. It is late in the evening, Titus, to your actual question. We're talking like 8:30ish.
All right. I say, well, now that we're done with whatever that was, I'm going to go meet Noel Juliet for a drink to
See if he
discuss.
has a dark wave generator.
He does not. To
How do you know?
discuss-
Did you ask?
You know what? Feel free to ask him. You're right. I did.
I'm typing away on my glow right now.
You guys are all still standing in the parking lot, essentially.
I'm trying to walk to my truck. I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm going.
I'll put
If you
Muffins
wanna come,
away in the gator
You
again.
can come, but I'm leaving.
Well, you're my ride.
So are you going with him to Noel Juliet?
No, I'm gonna text Noel Juliet and I'll go back in the gator.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are all welcome to come.
I think what Titus is saying is he's offering free drinks.
Oh, then I'm definitely in.
I mean, yeah. We might as well.
Still gonna text Noel though.
Okay, what do you text him?
Like, hey baby, how's it going? You happen to know where, or happen to have just a dark wave generator laying around you're not using at the moment?
Titus, you get a text shortly after that going, what the fuck? Why am I getting asked this question? Do I even, wait, hold on. Do I even want to know?
No, you don't.
Okay. I'll leave it at that
Wonder
then.
if
I'm not hearing a no.
What's that, Bunny?
so. I wonder if JB would know.
Ah. If you want to roll off to the side for JB.
Okay. Does JB have a underworld bonus or anything?
For JB, it's probably +3, I would imagine, for him.
Then he rolled a 6.
JB is working on a tractor trailer right now. We'll get back
Okay.
to you later.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Dude,
Yep.
I got the I got a contact information for devilishly handsome Hades, right?
I believe everybody does now.
So while we're driving, I'm gonna give him a quick ring. And I'm gonna.
So what do I hold the pleasure, my man?
Oh, hey, beautiful. I was just calling to see if you had any info on some dark wave generator.
My friend, that is a level of escalation that I am not always privy to. Can I must ask what in the world it is you want something like that, my friend?
We got a job to acquire one, and I thought maybe you might know somebody that had one, or maybe had some details, because my only experience with them, and kind of tangentially, was in the military, so I have no idea what kind of street value these things are.
They are very expensive, my friend. I would say that we could probably acquire one, but that would take millions at this point.
Can't you just ask Hades if he can get you a new ROV controller?
You can't. Well, he gave me the thing for a dude that had one.
No,
That
that
was
would.
expensive.
Oh, he did. Well, how much was it?
I don't know if we ever actually talked to Hades' contact. Did we?
No, you then hit up Daddy. You've gone to like every big burly dude that I can voice and been like, please, sir, do you have a ROV controller, please?
Why don't you
Look.
call Hades' contact and see if we can do it without giving the creepy people a giant weapon of mass destruction?
You say mass destruction. I say fun device.
He just doesn't want to call somebody.
I have debt, and like just press the EMP. Like
That's not.
it's done.
That's not how that works.
Just move it around and use it so that you cover the city and the pancakes, like in WoW. You can make a square or whatever shape the city is. Yeah, I know. It's brilliant.
You know? I
fix
think this idea has merit. I think we should explore this option.
I mean, we can get one too, and then we can like spot check, whatever they missed when they did their first scrub. Just boop, boop.
Look.
That's the sound of the EMP going off.
Look, Grandpa Titus. Since you're being such a spoil sport and obviously not liking anything fun and awesome, I will contact this other dude, see if he has one within a reasonable price range. And then if he does, we'll put a pin in this plan. But like, I still think we should do it, because even if we don't give it to the dudes, the super awesome, amazing guys, we might be able to sell one and just live like kings forever.
Do you want me to try one of my contacts?
Sure. I just need the unit. I need it. It needs to be a decent unit, no knockoffs. Only the best for my babies.
And that's fine. Grifter, you understand why I may have some ethical questions about giving WMDs to these guys, right? Like,
no, don't see a problem with it.
okay.
This is your teammate, by the way.
I love when the morals and ethics of the teammates just collide. It's wonderful.
I mean, look, this world's shit. It cheers people up and spits them out. You gotta look for every advantage you can get.
Absolutely, but giving weird people like that an EMP generator does not seem like the way that I'm doing. And why do you think I'm going to go have a drink with Noelle right now? Just so I can, burn down that system. But I'm not going to do it with a nuke.
Why not? It's efficient.
I mean, they're trusting that we're not going to use the EMP on them.
That's probably pretty stupid.
Well, that's not what I was thinking, but I just wanted to interject with that. Carry on.
They have given us no reason to be concerned. None at all. They have their own lifestyle, and who are we to judge? Look, human bodies get diseases. They break bones. They catch bullets. You know what doesn't? Computers.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure Bunny disproved that.
Yeah, but they...
Wire.
Minor details, but
I'm pretty sure
a computer component can be replaced. You like your Muffins over, if she loses an arm, I just put a new one on. I mean,
I keep thinking about the ship of Theseus as I drive to the hotel.
I mean, you're basically cyborg already, so what are you complaining about? With your tinfoil skin.
That's again why I keep thinking about the ship of Theseus.
Or are you more like Odysseus at this point?
There's this old movie featured a dude in like some kind of like weird black fetish outfit, and he seemed like a pretty stand-up guy. Stood up for law and order. It's pretty great.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
What?
Oh. Okay. You went back to the 70s, the 1970s.
Yeah, an old movie.
Got it. Okay. I had it confused, as Catassie likes to say.
In the moral of this story, per Grifter, Darth Vader is the good guy.
Look, all I'm saying is the Empire existed because of a legally binding vote. The rebels are just nothing but insurgents and terrorists.
Calling it on y'all. I'm calling it on y'all. I'm calling the tangent on y'all for that
No,
one.
see, this is all in character.
No, I know it is.
This is why we're driving. This is why we're driving over to Noel.
Yeah.
So now try to do that.
Titus says no comeback for that.
I'm
How
just
much are these
How much or what?
darkwave generators?
Well,
Like-
Katie said million.
you.
Why don't we just ask Zaddy for the money to bankroll it?
I mean, you guys are more friendly with him than I am. Though maybe not you, because he saw your artwork on Muffins earlier today. But you know, Catassie's probably on good. Oh, Peter.
Light bulb.
What?
Why don't we ask Zaddy to bankroll this so that we can get a darkwave generator and give it to the Borg on the condition that they use it to take down Benevolent? Specifically.
Not a bad plan. Why don't we run that by Noel and see what he says?
Hey,
He's got a hard on for these.
I see that look, Titus. Sometimes you got to make your three enemies shoot at each other and sit.
Right, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to not do it where everybody in the whole city gets caught in the crossfire.
Just
Look.
Benevolent.
No.
Grandpa Titus, I have a question for you. Why, you know, they never said that the darkwave generator had to be functional. They just want a darkwave generator. Yeah, they could probably fix it, but then it wouldn't really be our problem. We didn't do it. We gave them a broken one. What they do with it after that is none of our business.
You know that part where you said, let's stick a pin in it?
Maybe.
Stick.
I think it's time to put the pin in this one for now. We can have the philosophical discussion about darkwave generator after we've had a few drinks.
Sorry, Jeff.
All right, we can stick a pin in it, but I just want you to think about something while we're here. Would you have given those workers a darkwave generator if it furthered their cause?
No,
Yes, you
absolutely not.
would. You armed them with AKs and shit.
Which is a whole shitload different than a darkwave generator.
Semantics.
Okay. Now that we got through that discussion, you pull up to the hotel. Yes, Bunny.
Nope, just
Okay.
marveling at this whole conversation.
You pull up to the hotel. As you go into, this is a much it's probably the nicest bar that you've been in a long time. And as promised, it is only Noel and one bartender in the bar. He is in the corner booth, again, looking at you as you come through the door. It's one large corner booth because he figured you all were coming. But it's one of those circular ones, so you guys got to figure out how you want to, fit in the table and shit. And he greets you, and as you come in, he looks at you, Titus, and he throws the glow down on the center of the table, and up pops the picture that you sent earlier with the redhead, and he goes, Katrine Lucas. Ring a bell?
Lucas.
Ring a bell?
Should it?
I don't know. You're the one starting riots and shit.
Yeah, that was a great idea, wasn't it?
You know what else
was
is
actually
a great
all-
idea?
I was what? Oh, what? What?
That was also, by the way, Noel, if it wasn't for me doing that little job at Benevolent headquarters for you, that would never have happened.
I know. That's why I'm the invisible hand behind all of this.
Yeah,
I don't have to start the fire. I just have to
I'm just looking.
give somebody
at,
a match.
Come on, I told you,
Grifters.
you're the Santa Ana Whims.
Grifter is just looking at Grandpa Titus right now, and he's like, "Wow, your moralities just swing all over the goddamn place, don't they?"
They really don't.
Uh-huh.
Let's have some drinks, shall we?
The bartender comes over and starts to just place whiskeys in front of you all, and then looks around at you and goes, "And what else may I get for you tonight?"
Long Island.
Okay, she takes that order. Anybody for anything else?
Negra Modelo.
Gin and tonic.
Okay. She walks off at that moment and starts mixing drinks and comes back a short time later with those as well. Noelle looks at it and goes, "All right, Weather Boy, why am I the Santa Ana Winds?"
Because you're going to help blow the fire that we've lit right into Benevolent's backyard.
And how do you propose that we do that?
I'm setting up
With
a
a dark wave
conference.
generator?
I thought we had talked about putting a pin in that for now. Pin. Boop. So I've set up a conference between the Long Beach Hooligans, the South Side, the Ruby Riot, the East Side Familia, and for whatever reason, the Third Eye.
At the last one, he just kind of scrunches up and he's like, "Okay,"
They showed up.
like they do. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. He knew Blizz, so I figured he was all right.
Oh God. All
Oh,
right
that
is
was a mistake right there.
all right is a very relative term when we're talking about that lunatic.
Look, I've known him the longest, and I still think he's an asshole. So
He just kind of looks over at you and he's like, right. Back to the
He wants to kill
Tatterhand.
potential traitors. Okay.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna set up a conference with them. A bunch of the local guys are ready to. The workers, all the plumbers guilds, electrical guilds, engineering guilds, all those guys are ready to jump in with this as well. We're gonna set up a conference very quietly, and all of the families are going to work together to expel Benevolent.
From this city. Or from everywhere.
We're gonna start here and see where it goes. But I have a funny feeling you're about to tell me that if we do that, we're going to attract much bigger attention from Benevolent.
But that can be a good thing. And his very like sly smile that you get worried about when he makes, he kind of like leans back and does one of these things, pitches, his fingers back, and he goes, "Yes, you will garner a lot of attention from Benevolent, and I think I'm okay with that."
We're gonna need a big bankroll and someone who can facilitate. And then I just stare at him.
At that moment, Juliet looks over and he goes, "Pin, pin, pin." And he's like, "Remind me to ask you what the fuck later." Bankrolling.
They're ready to tear the whole damn system down.
So you want to lead a revolution from the inside?
I didn't say anything about leading it myself. I'm getting the families together so they can decide who's going to be in the know and how this is going to get organized so they don't get in each other's way.
And he kind of chuckles at that and he goes, "You really do think that you're not going to lead this thing, huh?"
I really don't.
He swipes the glow one more time and then and you know how on the Honest trailers when they get like a ton of requests on that thing and it just keeps going like
Say this,
like that
in the voice. Yeah.
that happens with your face and it's all social media posts like basically putting you on a pedestal as the leader of the rebellion.
What the hell is this bullshit? I throw a fucking table 4 stories up and a manhole cover, and his ass gets the coverage?
And that's
Why
where
would you
I
want
look at Grifter and I go, "Do you want to trade?"
No.
And that is where we are going to stop tonight. Thank you all for joining us tonight for the latest episode of Angel City Stories. Don't forget, we have additional content on the YouTube channel tonight that just released earlier today. Go take a look, give it a like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Help us out by telling a friend. Every friender that you bring towards us is another person that helps this channel grow and allows us to bring more content and more stories to you. So any help there is amazing, and we love you for it. For everybody here and everybody watching at home, we love you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Please take care of each other. Stop Asian hate. For the love of God, please stop it. Wear a mask. Drink your water. Take your vitamins. Love each other. And we'll see you again next week, okay? We're all in this together. We love you. All right? Mwah! Good night, y'all.